1.45 Part 1
Jane, you're an elementary school teacher and a writer. What kind of books do you write?
Well, I write books for children who are learning English as a foreign language.
How long have you been a writer?
Let me see, since 1990. So for about 22 years.
Tell us about the trip that changed your life. Where were you going?
Well, it was in the summer of 2008, and my family, my husband and I and our 3 children, decided to have a holiday of a lifetime and to go to Africa. We went to Uganda and Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas. It was something we'd always wanted to do. Anyway, about halfway through the trip, we were in Uganda and we were travelling in a lorry when the lorry broke down. So the driver had to find a mechanic to come and help fix it.
And then what happened?
Well, as soon as we stopped, lots of children appeared and surrounded us. I could see some long buildings quite near, so I asked the children what they were, and they said in English, "That's our school." And I was very curious to see what a Ugandan school was like, so I asked them to show it to me.
What was it like?
I was shocked when I first saw it. The walls were falling down, the blackboards were broken, and there weren't many desks. But the children were so friendly, and I asked them if they would like to learn a song in English. They said yes, and I started teaching them some songs, like Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, a song I've used all over the world to teach children parts of the body. Almost immediately, the classroom filled up with children of all ages, and they all wanted to learn. I was just amazed by how quickly they learned the song.
Did you meet the teachers?
Yes, we did, and the headmaster too. He explained that the school was called St. Joseph's, and it was a community school for orphans, very poor children and refugees. I asked him what the school needed. I thought that he might say, "We need books or paper," and then later we could send them to him. But actually, he said, "What we need is a new school." And I thought, yes, of course, he's right. These children deserve to have better conditions than this to learn in. So when I got back home, my husband and I, and other people who were with us on the trip, decided to set up an organisation to get money to build a new school.
1.46 Part 2
So Adelante Africa was born. Why did you decide to call it that?
Well, we wanted a name that gave the idea of Africa moving forward. And my husband is Spanish, and he suggested Adelante Africa because in Spanish, adelante means go forward. And Adelante Africa sort of sounded better than Go Forward Africa.
How long did it take to raise the money for the new school?
Amazingly enough, not long really, only about 2 years. The school opened on the 14th of March 2010 with 75 children. Today it has nearly 500 children.
That's great. I understand that since the new school opened, you've been working on other projects for these children.
Yes. When we opened the school, we realized that although the children now had a beautiful new school, they couldn't really make much progress because they were suffering from malnutrition, malaria, things like that. So we've been working to improve their diet and health. And at the moment, we're building a house where children who don't have families can live.
And are your children involved in Adelante Africa too?
Yes, absolutely. They all go out to Uganda at least once a year. My daughter Tessie runs the Facebook page, and my other daughter Anna runs a project to help children to go to secondary school. And Georgie, my son, organises a football tournament there every year.
And how do you think you have most changed the children's lives?
I think the school has changed the children's lives because it has given them hope. People from outside came and listened to them and cared about them. But it's not only the children whose lives have changed. Adelante Africa has also changed me and my family. We've been very lucky in life. I feel that life has given me a lot. Now I want to give something back. But it's not all giving. I feel that I get more from them than I give. I love being there. I love their smiles and how they have such a strong sense of community. And I love feeling that my family and the other members of Adelante Africa are accepted as part of that community.
And do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's www.adelanteafrica.com. We've had the website for about 4 years. It was one of the first things we set up. If you'd like to find out more about Adelante Africa, please go there and have a look. There are lots of photos and even a video my son took of me teaching the children to sing on that very first day. Maybe it will change your life too. Who knows?